I'll have clients ask me how to be more feminine. And the answer to that, many of us don't want to hear. And many of us don't want to hear how to attract, how to magnetize, how to be magnetic, how to be radiant, right? How to receive gifts and money and be able to live a life of luxury and relaxation. Unfortunately, many women don't want to hear that you will first have to feel worthy enough to receive that. And just because you have the desire for that kind of lifestyle doesn't mean that you feel like you're worthy of it. It just means that you have the desire, and there's a timeline of yourself that actually does have that. But you're stuck on this timeline where you're taking hard action towards that desire, right? You're chasing men, money, career, whatever it is. I know because I've been there. You're chasing it. When the Empress, and the Empress is a woman who sits on her throne, she just sits there and she is knowing in her sovereignty, in her royalty, that what she desires just comes to her. She doesn't feel like she has to work hard for it because she knows she's worthy of just being. She doesn't earn, right? She doesn't earn it. She doesn't feel like she has to earn it. And I know what that's like because for many years I had a desire to stop hustling, stop grinding as a nurse. And so I thought that the same strategy that I used at work hard, skip breaks, earn rewards and awards and recognition via my hard work. But that's not the strategy that your ancestors, as women, especially women, Black women, right, and brown women, indigenous women, our ancestors had that same strategy, but now they want us to heal from that. That was their wounding, and they want to cut off this contract that we have with hard work. Okay? They want us to know that we deserve to be without doing. And so, yes, you can be the feminine woman who is magnetic, who is radiant. But unfortunately, the hard part is, and this is so challenging, the hard part is, in order for you to receive that, you have to surrender. In order for you to receive that, you have to build this internal foundation of self-worth. And self-worth literally looks like you not looking for it. And which is hard because many of us have been in survival. And when you're in survival for so long, you do feel like you're not taken care of. And so you want to go and chase the thing. You want to chase the desires and you want to hurry up and get it. And unfortunately, if you are a woman who constantly caretakes for everyone else, who sacrifices herself, who is the nice girl, you are not going to be able to jump and obtain that timeline, that version of yourself who is able to receive, who just attracts, who simply walks in the room and knows that she is magnetic, who knows that she is worthy. You're not going to get there.
I wanted to take a quick break too and welcome you into the Empress Temple and my free masterclass, The Empress Method. And this method is designed especially for Black and brown women who are living from survival and burnout, who have a hard time softening into feminine energetics because our nervous systems are built for work and fear. And so if you're interested in that, click the link below in the description.
Until you know that. So that's what it looks like to know your worth. That's what it looks like to be feminine. It's not you just putting on a dress, although that's part of it. that ends up being part of it. But unfortunately, many women don't want to hear that it takes a lot of inner work to learn to sit and receive, to sit and surrender, right? To build an internal sense of self worth so that what you desire can find you. But you're blocking it because you're chasing it, because you don't feel worthy enough to just sit and be. You don't have to earn this. You don't have to earn it at work. You don't have to earn it in partnerships. I remember I used to cook and clean for men because I felt why? Internally, I felt like I had to earn them. I felt like I had to go to work and work hard for money. I didn't believe that she would just come to me just by me being and me having fun, me experiencing joy. I didn't believe that that could be true because I didn't feel worthy enough for that. The Empress, she's soft and she doesn't use strategy. So if you feel like that is you, right, and you feel like you've used those tools before and you still don't feel worthy, you still don't feel magnetic, you just still don't feel feminine enough, then that means that you have some inner work to do. You have some healing to do. There is no shortcut to softness. Trust me, I've tried. There's no shortcut to it. There is isolation, there's cocoon phase, which is what I'm in right now. It's like that part where I've cut off from misaligned relationships, jobs. I've transformed and cut off parts of myself, like detached from patterns, right, of survival, of the need to earn love, right? And I still feel like I still have some work to do in terms of that. But anyway, I'm not who I used to be, but I still am in this isolation, nurturing, nourishing time where my ancestors, my angels, my guides, where spirit, God is teaching me that I'm worthy, bringing me downloads. This is not some like quick get rich quick kind of like scheming. This type of femininity. You are someone who is going to heal and to obtain this sort of soft feminine state via a different way. So the ask of your ancestors of spirit, if you're here, you're a black and brown woman, especially, the ask is that will you still yourself enough, right? Will you sit in stillness? Will you sit in nature? Will you allow for them to give you wisdom to jump to that version of yourself, right? Not with strategy, not with hard work, but with healing, with detaching, right? Will you do that? It's not glamorous. It is not glamorous work that I'm doing. This is healing generations of women that wounding that we feel like we have to sacrifice ourselves, right? It's not glamorous. It's not. Will you show up for yourself and will you show up for the lineages that you're healing, even if you never have children, whatever? Are you willing to do that unglamorous work, right? And if you are, I invite you to the Empress Temple. In the Empress Temple, we're learning how to sit in our sovereignty, attract, not chase, healing from burnout, knowing that we're worthy, remembering our power. I have my free Empress Method class, and what that is a framework. I'll put the image on the screen here. But it's a framework where it walks you through the phases of healing from burnout, healing from the woman who chases. Okay. I have a few free, I have a feminine nervous system guide too for you. And I also have a few paid versions for you too. So click the link below if you want help with this. And happy healing, happy understanding your worth. I love you so much, Queen. Bye.